Hello, my name is Bojan Savic here at the Mercedes Benz of Scottsdale, and I'm here to present you and tell you a little bit more about these brand new, just released the other day, 2020 Mercedes-Benz CLA250. So, what's new, what's different for an old, new, redesigned completely 2020 CLA? Well, one of the first things that we can see on both of them, it's the brand new look, brand new style. So, everything is different on the car. So, the front fascia is different. But the reason why we put these two cars together, so you can see the difference firsthand, because that's the question that we have coming up more and more and more and more. What is the difference? So, this one on my right, this denim blue finish, metallic, it is a sport package or AMG line. This one, it has a standard package that the AMG comes with. So what's the difference? As you can see right away, diamond studded grille, regular finish grille, lower fascia is different. Do have the fins on this one, and you have more pronounced front splitter versus on this one that's finished in the chrome. Besides that, this one has an AMG line exterior, you will notice one more thing that it's a little bit different. This one has as well a night package. So what does the night package give us? This part is here painted black versus on this one it is not. The front splitter painted black, this one it is not. So the second part of the AMG line exterior, what it's going to be, on this one you will notice it has a different side skirts than the regular ones, and we're going to show you also it has the rear different bumper. The night package, besides the front inlays that were painted black, you'll notice the side mirrors are painted black. Well, on the black car, that will always come painted black, right? But basically, it will come in the body color otherwise. The side seals, that's going to be, they are painted black on this one, versus this, on the one on the left, it's going to be just regular brushed aluminum finish. So that's going to be the most noticeable. The wheels on this particular model, they're upgraded to the 19-inch multi-spoke AMG that you can pick independently versus just the standard one, upgraded from the basic ones on the one on the left. This is a night black color. So that's just far as an exterior look and exterior styling, that's something that you're going to notice right away. So what other things are different on a car? Yes, they're still 2-liter. Both of them 2-liter turbocharged 4-cylinder engine, but now it produces more power than before. 221 horsepower with 258 pound-feet of torque, transferred to the front wheels by the 7-speed DCT transmission or dual clutch transmission. That's the same setup that we had previously from 2014 till the 2019. So this part is the same, except the engine produces a little bit more power, so it will give you a little bit more when you punch that pedal to the metal. But so what are the other things that are different on a car? We'll also notice there's a little bit different price on the vehicle. So this one is starting now from a $36,600 for the 2-wheel drive with about $995 handling, destination and handling fee. So the vehicle was starting roughly in about $37,500. So what did you get? Well, one of the things that's different you will notice on this car as well as on the one on the left, not so noticeable because it's black, you do have the standard panorama roof. Part of the standard equipment. Apple CarPlay, Android Auto, it's part of the standard equipment. LED high-performance headlights as well as the tail lights, they all come now as a part of the standard equipment. So several features that Mercedes-Benz added. Keyless start also comes standard that were not part of the previous package. So price didn't rise just because, but they added several more features on the car. So from the exterior, you notice now that's Mercedes-Benz design language. These headlights are going to be kind of a uniform across our modern line. Several new models that we design. You can noticeably is going to be look like the CLS, or if we're going to call it as a parent of this car, because they have very much similarities, and also on the front grille that you're going to notice between the two cars. Now we're going to move into the interiors to point out the main differences, because that's the biggest difference what we have on this car versus the previous CLA. So follow me inside and let me tell you and show you a little bit more about it. Welcome to the interior of the 2020 Mercedes-Benz CLA250. So what's new, what's different? Well, obviously, as you can see, everything is new and everything is different and everything is better, nicer, cooler, sleeker, smarter. You get the point, right? So everything is different on this car, even down to the key of the vehicle is different. Keyless start now comes standard. The adjustments for the seat, the buttons, everything that you have to touch and see, basically it's new for the car. So let's just get to some of the points of the car. 64 color ambient lighting that we have now on this one. Even though on the late in the model year we were offering that on the CLA, it looks just a lot cooler and you can control it in a cooler ways. Adjustments of the seat and buttons and everything else just improved. Nicer feeling, better feeling. Steering wheel, all new, all different. That's what you're going to see that on all new Mercedes-Benz, starting from the A-Class. Display is also from the A-Class, because that's the newest, latest, and the greatest that we have to offer as far as on the display and design. Two screens, basically, they're mashed into the one item, one block that we can show everything. With the left hand part of the steering wheel, we control everything that's in your instrument cluster right in front of you, and with the right you control everything that's in the central cluster, so you can control many of the features. One of my favorite features on the car is when you go to the main search, here with the button you press home, you scroll it down, then you have the few different displays. Now when you hit that, you will notice this front display will change. Now it's not that I can just change it, I can change it in several different ways. So now I can go, that was the trip, now I can go down to the experience. That will give me the different display, and again I can change several different positions on this. The display, the temperature, the consumption, the how good am I driving, to show you the navigation, the G-forces, yada 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 yada. It does have many of the things that are useful, and some of them are just looking pretty cool. So besides the theme experience efficiency, we can go down to the lounge. That's actually my favorite one, the display of the lounge, what it gives. So you have what's the distance between that, gives you the fuel economy, RPMs, how fast you're going and everything else. But also if you press within a central controller, it will get to the phone, navigation, the trip, radio, navigation, that will give you right here in the center that you can change. But to go really deeper into these details, you really need to come inside, and we'll need to get besides one. As you notice, as we're sitting, the vehicle changed some of the colors and the features. So you can see now blue and here red. I cannot say nothing else, but it just looks super cool. Now, the features, we have now the three different vents that are in the front, and you have the two that are here on the sides. Heating, ventilation, and air conditioning is right below that, and it's really, really easy to operate. Again, many of these features you will notice is similar that it is on the A-Class, but we take the things that are cool, right? So on this one you have the shortcut that everything is for your central controller display. So you do have here buttons for the navigation, map, radio, media, telephone. Volume is right here, and the dynamic that we have control, dynamic select. That's where you set what kind of or what type of drive do you want on a vehicle. You can go from eco, comfort is your default, and the sport, and individual. Individual is a setting where you individually check how do you want your engine performance to be, or your throttle output to be, how much of the weight or the sense of the steering wheel you have, because this is electromechanical steering, so you can adjust those parts. But I would like to continue some of the more important stuff that we're going to compare between these two vehicles. You're going to have the different seats. So this is the black MBUX meshed with the Dynamica. So you have the central part that's a Dynamica or like a suede, and it comes with the red stitching. Many people think that looks cooler and nicer, or the regular MBUX that we're going to show you on the other one. I just think that this one looks a little bit cooler and nicer, and being here in Phoenix, Arizona, Scottsdale, definitely I think we'll appreciate this Dynamica a little bit better, because it's not as hot if you would leave the window or panorama roof that's huge, if it doesn't heat basically as much dynamica versus a regular MBUX. So let me now jump up to the other one so I can show you some of the difference on the seats and the features like that. So I just wanted to point you out some of the differences as far as on the interior, also as far as on the seats. On the other one we saw the MBUX, black MBUX with the dynamica and the red stitching that it had. This one just have the Mercedes-Benz black MBUX, doesn't have the red stitching. So design of the seat is very, very similar, but the finish of the seat is a little bit different because it's all black MBUX. When it comes with package, because the other one had also the AMG line exterior. Also, notice that the steering wheel is different versus the other one, and on this one is just a regular round. It's a leather wrapped steering wheel. But many of the things now we're talking about what's difference in the size wise, because we agreed the powertrain is basically the same with a little bit more power out of the engine, a little bit better fuel economy as well. So far as in when you interior, and just the main impression when you're behind the wheel of this vehicle, it's the fit and the finish of this CLA. It's quite a bit of a difference of what we had once before. This one looks definitely a lot more luxury, a lot more neater, and a lot more modern, contemporary, versus the other CLA that we had the previous generation was a little bit more avant-garde as far as on the look and the styling and the feel of everything. So this display, as well as the whole front dash, how it has made out of the few different pieces, just gives you the completely different vibe versus when you're behind the steering wheel. Well, definitely we hope that you like this video. Please let us know if you have any other questions. You can put it in the comments. Again, my name is Bojan Savic here at the Mercedes Benz of Scottsdale in Arizona, and we would love to hear from you. Thank you very much for watching.